Hello, my name is Carla Tennis and I'm the Director of Residence Life. It is my privilege to spend a few minutes with you to talk about residence life and living in the residence halls at the University of Wisconsin River Falls. Specifically, there are three things I want to highlight today: community, support, and student engagement. First, I'll focus on community. It has always been our number one priority in residence life to have a safe and comfortable living environment for all our residents. This includes having facilities that are clean and well maintained, services like meal service and laundry, and having staff on call to address needs and respond to emergencies. Additionally, we are committed to creating communities of respect, care, and support for all members, and where they all are celebrated and welcomed. I grew up in a small town in Minnesota, and I believe living in the residence halls is much like living in a small town. The most vibrant and healthy communities are those where each person sees themselves as a member with both privileges and responsibilities. We have certain expectations and policies for living in the residence halls. However, it is up to each resident to choose their actions in the context of not just what is right for themselves, but also what is right for others living in their community. I hope this is something you will talk to your students about this summer as they prepare to become part of our campus community and our residence halls. Providing personal and academic support for each of our residents is a second area of focus for our department. We know the transition to college can be challenging and that all students will need support in varying ways and at different times throughout their college career. Our residence hall staff, especially our full-time hall directors and our peer resident assistants, are trained to understand student development, to be a resource for students, and to provide a listening ear or talk through challenges and conflicts students might be experiencing. Our staff will also work to build relationships with each resident and help them make positive connections with each other, with faculty and staff, and with departments on campus. Your student might hear from their professors that when they engage in the classroom and with their studies, they will learn and take away more from their classes. The same applies for the residence halls. The last topic I want to touch on is your students' engagement in the residence halls. The first step to engaging is to get to know others, especially their college roommate. Even students who already know each other and become roommates will probably want to talk to each other and get to know each other better and talk through how they want to live together. This is a topic that will likely require several discussions and need to be revisited throughout the year. Additionally, I would encourage your student to get to know others on their floor. Again, this is their community, and each resident will play a role in how that community forms. The resident assistants on the floor will work to facilitate in building the community, but each resident's level and way of engagement will make a true difference. It is where your student might find their best friend, a study partner, or even next year's roommate. It would be remiss if I didn't mention COVID-19. All our lives have been changed by COVID-19, and the residence hall experience will be affected as well. Our staff is currently developing new strategies for working with students, building community, and offering the support and resources that residents will need, taking into consideration new guidelines related to COVID-19. Expectations will be modified to support a safer community for all residents and staff, and each student will need to consider new ways of navigating the campus experience. We will share more information about these plans and guidance for students throughout the summer. What doesn't change is our mission and goals related to community, support, and student engagement. Irma Hathorn came to UW River Falls 100 years ago in 1920 and served as the Dean of Women. She knew the value of living on campus and worked her entire career advocating to have a residence hall built on campus. Finally, a year after she retired, Hathorn Hall opened in December of 1950 and was named in her honor. This year, we will celebrate her legacy and continue to provide an on-campus living experience that helps students live civilly, learn effectively, and discover their own success. Thank you for your time and attention. Know that our department is available to answer questions and assist your student as they plan to live and learn at UW River Falls.